Wack is broke. That's why I be sucking Adam.
Hey, yo. I don't know about that.
I seen a picture, bro, with you and Wack, and then like a little baby, like y'all was like mother and father, and y'all had a baby together.
That's AI. That's fucking. That's crazy. At first, I'm like a baby. I'm like, bro, what the baby?
What the this, bro? What's up with y'all?
AI be going crazy, man.
You posted it. I seen it on your story.
I forget what the baby. It was like I forget. It was like a joke. Like the baby had like a face.
No, the face looked like.
It's true. AI can do that these days. No, okay. Just if you needed to know this, me and Wack have not had a baby. And in fact, we are both men, so we could not.
Damn, y'all, Munchie B just going in, setting it on Wack100, man. And we got so much to get to in this one. Make sure you hit them buttons, sub up all that good ish, tap in. You know, we're talking about K. Dot, Drizzy Drake, and Hove. So much going on, man. But back to what we were talking about. Wack is broke. You heard that, right? Among Munchie just pointing out Wack100's 304 tendencies, man. Acting like a straight up hoe. Like he's Adam22's baby mama or something like that, right? Y'all always reference this Cassandra Campbell leak phone call, right? Where Wack was saying all that ish about Big U, about No Jumper, about Adam22, just a bunch of things that he would never say to anyone's face, right? But the truth can never be considered disrespect. But really, it's semantics, bullshit, and manipulation can never be, that I call the truth, can never be considered disrespect. This dude is the fucking worst, y'all. But on that, he talked about No Jumper. Like, yeah, that white boy, like, yo, I'm all up in that platform. I got it in my back pocket, this, that, and the third. And as I've pointed out many, many times, Adam and Wack were not cool before. When I think he had Blueface or someone on, just like he wasn't cool with Vlad. And someone put a great comment that you'll probably see on the screen again in this video. Like, Wack has been so strategic about being cool with Vlad, No Jumper, and, you know, a lot of the strategic moves he's done in such suckerish ways to try to keep the clout tokens up, because all that cooking the games book and, you know, the truck business ain't hitting like it used to and all this other ish. But my point in bringing up that clip is that how he was like, yeah, I got that white boy in my pocket with that. And then recent shit that happened with, you know, Wack crying at Adam about the Stan G thing and all that. Adam is doing little things to let it be known, like, listen, Wack, you know what I mean? You think that you're a greaseball, mixed sleazeball. I'm Adam22. I'm the sleaziest, greasiest, low down, dirtiest motherfucker in the game, right? I might not get all rah-rah and extra out like you, but if you want to do the slick backdoor politics, we can. And there's been little jabs that Adam's been throwing at Wack since then to G-check the fluck out of him. And this with Munchie is one of them. Just like the plan that him and Munchie ran with the diss track. Like, Adam was all part of that. I can't believe people didn't see through it. You know, Wack100 was so happy. He had his pom-poms out ready to start cheering for Adam22. Yay, you fired Munchie. But you see here, they're basically just calling Wack a straight-up hoe, loud-ass, ratchet, baby mama, broke bitch. And Adam, you see, he's playing it off low-key, but he finds this hilarious. And we all do, man, because real talk, I always point this out. Think about someone who's really supposedly doing all these $1 million deals like Wack100 is always doing, allegedly. Do they have the time to be on the internet like some I got nothing to do ass motherfucker like Wack100 does? No. Like, things, the cooking the book game, cooking the games books, and a lot of the other bullshit that Wack Beyond has been drying up, not to mention different legal problems he's in. It was exposed. He got evicted from a studio. Wack is hurting. And Munchie B got a lot of sources out there, just like Wack got his little minions running around. A lot of times they come with capery and fake paperwork, like with the 1090 Jake situation, ran with the debunked, already proven to be 2 parts real paperwork, 1 part false, like it was facts. You know, don't get me wrong. That's just one situation with 1090 Jake. This ain't about 1090 versus Wack. It's just about some cornball sucker shit that Wack did. And once he got his sources, and his sources are pretty on point from my understanding, and him and Adam chopping it up on this level here. And Adam, you heard him, Adam reposted the baby mama shit. You know what I mean? Like, Wack is really my bitch. He can let y'all run around and think the other thing, because, you know, Adam's on this cuckold-ish. He don't got to try to get all extra out. You know, he plays other kind of weird mind games, but we know with Wack, it's always the fake tough guy shit. But Adam and Munchie B just put him on notice, like, yo, you is Adam22's bitch ass, illegitimate bastardized baby moms. You know what I'm saying? You old ratchet, crater face ass buster 304. That shit was nasty work, and that's why you see Wack scrambling all these fake plays that he's running, all the lies, all the cap, all the financial cap, all the shady shit with the feds behind the scenes. All that is all kind of crumbling down, and you see he's resorting to crazy backdoor politics of trying to get everyone to put together the same story about the loose cannon situation, man. He even had damn homie, I'll link that video we did where Spider Loke exposed it all. This broad gonna get on there and lie like Wack didn't even get out the car. Like, we all seen the video. The feds seen it too. And at this point, it's just straight comedy, bombity, how desperate Wack100 is. Like, his day of reckoning is coming soon. It might not be him falling out, but if not, we're really going to find out about the CS2 backery real soon, I believe. You know what I mean? This all just allegedly. We got to make that clear, you know. But I want to know what you think about it, if you peep what's going on with all that. But that was straight comedy. Like, yeah, Wack's Adam's bitch ass baby's mom. Adam, you posted that, right? You see Adam like, whoa, I did. And you know what I mean? Munchie B pressing the line a little bit. It's like, come on, Adam. Because, you know, Adam ain't controversial. I mean, I shouldn't say that he's super controversial, but he ain't like, oh, let's get in an argument, or I want to hear Wack coming in here lying with liquids oozing out of his craters and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to let him know what it is. And that's what they just did there. And it's not looking good for Wack. And moving along, man, in other news, you see real quick Jay-Z here. This shit's crazy. This is like he got on his Cole World shit, which is wild, because you remember J. Cole was originally signed to The Rock. Remember, he was on that Blueprint 3. Every day a star is born. You know what I mean? Back when he had that, who that? I got that flame. Remember that throwback J. Cole, man, no dreads, low cut, just getting in the game and all that. It's so crazy. Whatever, like, comment if y'all understand that they ever had a beef or not, or whatever. You know, there's a whole nother video all in itself. But we've seen J. Cole getting around on his bike. You know what I'm saying? Rocking the dreads and all that. And it's just wild seeing Hove do it. You know what I mean? It's like Hove on his J. Cole-ish or something like that. What do y'all think about it? And then last off, to close it on out, man, the Drake K-Dot beef, which at this point we're not calling that no more, right? It's the Drake taking the biggest L of his life to Kendrick, so bad that he had to run crying to the courts and to the judge, man. And the Drake stands just in total denial about it still to this day. But peep it, this is about his true intention with his battle with Drake, right? He said, my intent, I think from day one, was to always to keep the nature of it as a sport. I don't care how motherfuckers look at it as far as a collaborative effort. That's cool too. But I love when artists grit their teeth. Pause. I still watch battle raps. This has always been the core definition of who I am. And I believe that's actual factual. It's so crazy to look at Kendrick Lamar and be like, yo, originally, you know, J-Rock, who's nice. It's not a slight at J-Rock at all. You know, originally everyone thought he was going to be the one to really blow up. He had the Lil Wayne feature, you know what I mean? It dropped at the perfect timing. The track was higher, but, you know, TDE really shine. He also, we know he had a deal with Strange Music as well. Tap in and let me know if you've seen that video. If not, I'll link it for you. But, you know, Kendrick blew up and just went to a whole nother elevated in the game on some whole other ish. And you could always kind of see that in him, that he was hip hop. That's what I mean with this battle. It was so much more of Kendrick versus Drake. We know it got personal, right? He said he tried to keep it sport and competition, and he loves the battle and in the sport side of it, the art of a diss track, the art of a battle. And sometimes things get personal, and you know, Drake just took an L in every lane when it comes to it all. But Kendrick has always had that vibe from day one, and that's what a big part of that beef to me is, that it represented this. You know, like, here's Drake. He's an artist who's been proven to use ghostwriters. He, you know, I'm not taking away his achievements and all that from him. I'm just talking about the realness, the facts. And he also ain't lyrical like K Dot. Like, he's got some hits and all that, but he's more of a bubblegum pop artist, you know. And people can say what they want. They can get on that academics train and hug Drake's sit-it-it-it-it-dack pause as hard as they want pause, but it will never change the truth that he could never flirt with K Dot on his hip-hop ish in a million years. And you know, you see, it got personal. That wasn't intended to be that way. Let me know what y'all think about it. You see some people reacting to this though. Someone's like, yo, Drake lost 3 times and his fans refuse to let it go. Real talk, the Drake stans, oh my God, they're worse. They're the worst, man. Like, shout out to y'all at the same time, and everyone hit the comments. As always, if you're new over here, it's all about hearing everyone's thoughts, taking opinion on everything we're talking about. But come on, man, it's not even close. Drake was so intimidated and shook to really even engage with Kendrick like that. Like, IRL, face to face, Drake can't even look Kendrick in the eyes fully. You heard? This guy says, I think it was a great battle till bro decided to call somebody a pedo for the win. It's rap. Making that ish up par for the course. That is something you just don't do. What do y'all think about that, man? Do you guys think Kendrick flat out made it up, or do you think he took some weird behavior that Drake's done multiple times and has been leaked out from behind the scenes and you know, put a little bit of extras on it and got at him in a diss track hip hop type way, or what? You know, because we know that's part of the lawsuit, and he's trying to say the label you know, was a big part of amplifying all this fake shit against him in this big campaign. And it's like, Drake, come on, man. We know the label did every kind of bit of payola and pumping up you with any kind of bot scam or anything, but you try to turn it around and put it on K Dot like you lost. And to respond to this as well, Drake lost before Kendrick even came with that. He had already got bodied. You know what I mean? Listen, he lost before this beef even started, keeping it a buck with y'all. This guy says y'all talking about, oh, hold on, let's get, y'all talking about family members when Drake really only gave Dot like 16 bars at the end. Before that, he wasn't even talking about Dot for the first 4 minutes, when Dot literally dropped 6 minutes of straight double entendres like he asked for. Nowhere in the beef Drake outbarred Dot in any way. LOL. Push-ups was a great tempo, but when he dropped Heart 6, bro didn't want to keep living. Dude couldn't make a better song than Dot at any point of the beef. That reminds me of when Dot dropped the Heart Part 4. He said, so many verses, I never run out. You making him nervous. The music is loud. What's this one? Oh, man, I already knew Drake had a good chance to lose because Kendrick was already sitting on a diss, bro. We don't even know if all Kendrick-ish was pre-recorded, but hats off to Drake. He ain't ducked no smoke with nobody. I mean, but he is crying to the lawyers in the courts right now in the most hoish of ways, instead of just taking the L and, you know, going in stride with it. He's out here, check out the Party Next Door album and support my lawsuit. I'm doing it for hip hop. Stop it, Drake. You're doing it because you got embarrassed, man. And listen, I pluck with some Drake music, man, but you got embarrassed, Drake. Plain and simple. And you trying to disguise it as something else with this lawsuit. That's what that's all about, man. Ain't duck no smoke with nobody. He went at everybody and still addressed Kendrick. Drake up there with the greats to me, and Kendrick winning really wasn't a surprise. Two great artists at his finest. And listen, I have no problem with people saying it's two great artists, but again, it's just in two different ways, and that was a big part of what this beef represented on a larger scale. Kendrick is an MC. You heard him, the sport, the competition of it. Drake never had a chance. Drake is a bubblegum pop artist with hip-hop ways about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. This man got on tracks and sung with fake Jamaican accents and shit. Come on, B. Y'all need to go back and listen to what that control verse. He ain't lying. Y'all just weird and don't want to believe a conscious rapper bodied your favorite pop star. These comments are on point, man. And man, Control, what an amazing time in hip hop that was. You remember? He said, I don't smoke crack, motherfucker. I sell it. The Lean On Me shit, doing the voice. Where the King of New York, that's J-Elect on there killing it. Big Sean came on there hard. That was just such a moment, man. I remember back then, I was still buying burn CDs off the dude. I was still smoking cigarettes, buying Lucy's at the, you know what I'm saying, spot. Go get a burnt CD with my, like, I was late to this internet shit. And, the dude at the store, he would make up these, mixtapes or whatever, just burn his own joints or piece them together. And there was like 2 whole discs with nothing but responses to the Control verse. It was crazy, man. It literally set hip hop on fire. It was literally a moment. You know what I mean? Like, Kendrick is a part of so many big moments. Drake's done some stuff, but nothing like Kendrick. You heard? Drake's had his little times in here and there. Kendrick is a movement. And then to close it out too, you see this Drake legal team requested UMG provide docs on domestic violence allegations and Dave Free's relationship with Kendrick Lamar's family. Like, what in the fuck is going on here, man? This is I don't know. I ain't even gonna tap that much in on this. I'm already minutes in, but there's so much to discuss on this one, from Wack as Adams exposed his broke, ratchet baby mama, whole tendencies. Hove out on his J. Cole bike riding ish. And, the Drake stands still mad, but the court battle goes on. Like, Drake had to go file a lawsuit. He got beat so bad. He out here trying to convince everyone of a big conspiracy that I ain't buying. You buying that shit? What do you think about all this? Let's talk about it. Subscribe. It's coffee. Hit them comments. Get active. It's all about hearing from y'all, the people. I'm gone.